A big mystery when it comes to GTA 5 is what exactly happened in the mission Hank 10, and today I'm here to give my take on that and explain what I think happened and give my reasoning behind why I think it happened that specific way. So as a brief recap, let's see what happens here first. So the scene starts with Trevor catching Floyd as he's leaving his apartment, and Floyd is a lot more annoyed and confrontational than usual. Deborah, Floyd's girlfriend, screams at him from the inside, and Trevor just kicks the door in, lets himself in, and then ensues some insane dialogue. And I do think that this part was just done to demonstrate how tweaked in the head Trevor is in general, especially when he asks Deborah and Floyd to marry him. Deborah is not really too happy with this and tells Trevor and Floyd to get out of the apartment, and when they don't, she immediately points a gun at the two while mentioning some dude that probably makes Floyd jealous and that she could be having an affair with. Shit gets even more intense when Floyd gets a knife, pointing it at both Trevor and Deborah. Then Trevor flips out, screen goes to black, and the next thing we know, Trevor gets out all covered in blood and whatnot. And so what exactly happened here? Well, there are a few things to consider here. Firstly, we gotta look at where everyone was standing in that last shot. So Floyd was between Trevor and Deborah with the knife, Deborah had a gun in the kitchen, and Trevor was in the living room without a weapon. Now, I know some people say that Trevor killed both of them, which could be the case, but I personally don't think that it is. While it's possible, and while Trevor is capable of doing insane, unpredictable shit when he snaps, I don't think that he killed Floyd. Trevor killing Floyd would make absolutely no sense. Trevor felt bad for Floyd, even though, yeah, he did bully him and push him around a lot, but he wouldn't really kill him outright. I don't think he would. Like, yeah, he killed Johnny K, but Johnny K was specifically getting into Trevor's face, screaming at him, and yeah, sure, Floyd did point the knife at him, but Floyd didn't really start anything with Trevor. He just kind of lost his shit, and his problem was mainly with Deborah. The only reason that Floyd ever pointed the knife at Trevor was kind of like a just in case move. Like, you know, what if Trevor goes after him? But I don't think that's what ended up happening. I don't think Trevor went after Floyd. See, like I said, Trevor, in his own sick and fucked up mind, kind of cared about Floyd. Just like with Ron and Wade, I think those are also good examples. Even though he did bully those two, he did in a way kind of care about him, more specifically Ron. And I think Floyd was kind of in that similar boat where he did bully him a lot, like I said, but he did kind of care about him. So Deborah, on the other hand, when you compare the two, was just some crazy tweaker bitch he just met, and she just threatened to shoot him. But keep in mind, Floyd is still between the two with that knife. Also, real quick, if you're enjoying this video so far, before we get to my conclusion, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to help support the channel in another way, check out my channel memberships. And also, one last thing, check out the second channel. That is where I do the Kingdom Hearts content nowadays, and that is where I upload every Friday and I stream every Sunday at 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern time, just like I do here on Fridays and Saturdays. So my theory is that either Floyd went towards Deborah with the knife, Deborah then shot and killed Floyd, Trevor grabbed the knife and stabbed Deborah to death literally dozens of times, since she probably just froze after killing her boyfriend and Trevor used that opportunity to get her. Either that, or maybe Floyd didn't even go after Deborah. Maybe she just shot him in fear that he would go after her with the knife. While it is still weird how there are two bloodstains on two of the cracked kitchen windows, I do think that it's easy to assume that even after Deborah died, Trevor, you know, just in his rampage state, just kept stabbing and maybe slamming her dead body against the windows, which, again, going back to the whole Johnny Klebitz thing, I would definitely say that it's a possibility if you take into consideration that whole thing and how that went, with Trevor, of course, slamming the bottle at his face, just stomping him even after he's long dead. Yeah, I think that is definitely a possibility that those two broken kitchen windows were both because Trevor just kept stabbing and probably slamming Deborah's body against them. So to sum up, what makes most sense to me in this one is definitely that regardless of whether Floyd lunged towards Deborah with the knife or not, Deborah did almost certainly shoot and kill Floyd instantly. Trevor then, enraged at the death of Floyd, because despite everything, he did get kinda attached to the guy in his weird, sick way, and he does pity him, which we have seen in a certain scene, I think, before. I think this is right when they're stealing the submarine, or correct me if I'm wrong on that. But after Deborah shot and killed Floyd, she probably was just in shock. She froze, and remember, she's not a hardened criminal like Trevor or Michael. That's why I keep saying that she froze, because I really do think that she did, because she probably just killed someone for the first time and it was her boyfriend. But yeah, as soon as Floyd goes down and dies, Trevor probably rushes for the knife while Deborah's just standing there and just massacres her and the 2 kitchen windows with her head. And as for all the blood on Trevor after this, like I said, he probably in his rampage state just kept stabbing her body or slamming it into the window long after she was dead. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching this little bit of a GTA 5 speculation / lore video. Leave your thoughts and theories on this topic in the comments down below. Always love to read them and reply to them. Until next video stream, bye bye.